In our modern world, the desire for a child is often met with a dazzling array of technological solutions. For couples struggling with infertility, procedures like in vitro fertilization, or IVF, seem like a miracle of science, a long-awaited answer to a deeply felt prayer. For those unable to carry a child themselves, surrogacy appears to be an act of incredible generosity, a way to build a family that would otherwise be impossible. Many people, including many Catholics, see these practices as fundamentally good, as compassionate responses to human suffering, and yet, the Catholic Church, in a voice that can seem challenging and countercultural, issues an urgent and solemn warning. She says a firm and consistent no to these procedures. This is not out of a lack of compassion or a fear of science. It comes from a profound and beautiful vision of human dignity, a defense of the sanctity of life and love from its very first moment. To understand the Church's position, we must first understand its foundational belief about children. A child is not a product to be manufactured, nor a possession to which anyone has a right. A child is a gift of the highest order, springing from the very heart of God's creative love. The Church teaches that the proper and sacred place for this gift to be given is within the loving embrace of the marital act between a husband and a wife. The marital act has two inseparable purposes. It is unitive, meaning it bonds the couple together in total self-giving, and it is procreative, meaning it is open to the creation of new life. These two meanings are woven together by God. To intentionally separate them is to violate the integrity of the act and the dignity of the persons involved. This is the first reason the Church objects to IVF. The IVF process fundamentally separates the unitive and procreative aspects of conception. Life does not begin in an act of mutual love between spouses, but in a petri dish, in a laboratory. The conception of the child is achieved through a technical procedure with doctors and technicians assembling the sperm and egg. The child is not begotten through an act of love, but produced in a clinical setting. The sound of sterile, clicking laboratory equipment replaces the sacred intimacy of the marital embrace. This, the Church argues, is a profound offense against the dignity of the child, who has the right to be conceived as the fruit of their parents' specific act of personal love. The second, and perhaps more widely understood, objection to IVF concerns the destruction of human life. The standard IVF process involves creating multiple embryos in the lab. The best one or two are then implanted in the mother's womb, while the spare embryos are typically frozen or discarded. These are not potential human beings. From the moment of conception, each one is a unique, living human person with their own distinct genetic code. To discard them or to freeze them indefinitely is to treat nascent human life as a disposable commodity. The Church's position is rooted in the absolute conviction that human life must be respected and protected from the very moment of conception. The silent, microscopic tragedy of thousands of human embryos being destroyed in IVF labs every day is, in the eyes of the Church, a grave moral evil. Surrogacy introduces even more profound moral problems. Surrogacy is an arrangement where a woman agrees to carry and give birth to a child for another person or couple. This practice commodifies both the woman and the child. The surrogate mother's body, her womb, is essentially rented out. Her maternal bond with the child she carries for 9 months is treated as a temporary service to be terminated upon delivery. The feeling of a child growing within the womb is one of the most profound human experiences, a bond that surrogacy reduces to a contractual obligation. The child, in turn, is treated as the object of a contract. The child is not received as a gift, but as something commissioned and paid for. This violates the child's right to be born of a mother and a father united in marriage. It intentionally creates a situation where a child is separated from their gestational mother, creating a wound in their identity from the very beginning. The Church's most recent document on human dignity, Dignitas Infinita, released in 2024, powerfully reaffirms these teachings. It states that the desire for a child is understandable, but it does not justify a right to a child. The document condemns surrogacy because it transforms the immense dignity of the child into a mere object, and it detrimentally affects the dignity of the woman. The ultimate revelation in the Church's teaching is that it is not anti-science, but pro-human. It is a radical defense of the weakest and most vulnerable among us, the human embryo. It is a defense of the sacredness of the marital bond as the exclusive place for the creation of new life. And it is a defense of the child, who is always a gift to be received, never a product to be manufactured or a right to be claimed. This teaching is undoubtedly difficult. It asks couples who are suffering from the profound pain of infertility to carry a heavy cross. The Church does not offer easy answers, but it does offer a path of compassion. It strongly encourages scientific research aimed at curing infertility, rather than bypassing it. It promotes adoption and foster care as beautiful and generous ways to build a family. And it calls the entire Catholic community to support and pray for couples who are walking this difficult road. The Church's warning is that of a loving mother who sees the long-term dangers in seemingly attractive technological shortcuts. She is calling us to a higher and more beautiful vision of human procreation, one that respects the dignity of every person, from the tiniest embryo to the loving couple, and upholds the sacred link between love, life, and marriage. If you seek to understand the Church's challenging moral teachings with depth and clarity, consider following our channel.